Hey everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 390, and welcome back to the next episode of Into the Breach. Today, guys, we're going to be taking on the last mission of the Ice World. I don't know the name of the planet. It was like Robotics Unite? Robots in Disguise? Can't remember. Dude, can you tell me? No, it won't tell me. But before we do that, we have a reactor core to spend, so I figure it might make sense to look and see who we might want to use it on. What pass? Oh, I forgot. We got a new passive called Viscera Nanobots in the what do you want to call it? I don't know what you want to call it. I think you do know what we want to call it. What we want to call it is I want it. So I'm assuming this means the pod. So I'm assuming this means that if I install it, we'll now get +1 every time, and if we put 3 more into it, we can get +2 every time. I'm putting on the combat mech just because the combat mech has the most HP. As you can see, we're up at 5 and is typically right there in the line of fire. So we can kind of work around our usual strategy to make sure he's getting the killing blows and that he's standing on spawns when necessary. You still have that smoke drop, which I think is very good. And you're still tearing it up with the rock, Dwayne, to be, exact. Since we're on the ice planet, flame shielding doesn't really seem that required, so that's why we've gotten rid of it. We've already upgraded your damage. Would we rather give you more health and more move, or would we rather give this guy more move? Or more HP? I think we will install the core on the artillery guy. I really wish I could have buildings immune applied over here, but unfortunately cannot. Health versus move. Move gets him in more. He never takes hits, so we'll just give him more move, and he should be fine. Okay, I don't want to test the mech. I am convinced this is the way to go. Now we can either go for a Pinnacle Garden to protect the power generator. Seems like it'd be very easy. This one seems kind of difficult. High threat detected. Freeze and defend both robots. Protect the defense type. We get a reactor core for defeating this one. Now it's a high threat versus just defensive shields active or just like Vec threat detected. So it's a high threat. But freeze and defend both robots, that's going to be kind of tough because I don't think we really have a way to freeze things. So I don't actually know if this one's going to be very successful, as much as I would love the corporate reputation. And you know what, let's go for it. We got to take some risks every now and again. So let's take a look. We have I'm assuming it's these two oh, we have a freezing tank. So if we shoot them with the freezing tank, they'll freeze. We can do this. And then the defense lab, I'm assuming, is this thing right here. These machines are not currently themselves. Look past their malfunctioning aggression and see them as living beings. Well, I will not. Perhaps that is closed-minded of me. But I'm going to go ahead and spawn here, here, and here. Like I said, this is a freezing tank, which it doesn't show me what he can do, but I'm assuming, yes, freezes a target. So we're going to be using him to freeze these two mechs. Now, we're not going to be able to get both frozen at the same time. What's a little scary is I'm pretty sure these guys are going to try to attack buildings. So not only do we have to be worried about, these guys that are here, we got to be worrying about disabling these guys rather than killing them. So we'll see what we can do. If we lose a couple things of power, not the worst thing that's ever happened, but let's go for it and see what we can do. Pinnacle, that's what it's called. I've detected a time pod. This is the best mission ever. There's so many things to get. Okay, many things just happened. So, you can actually move quite a bit. I was not expecting this level of movement capability, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by it. You only have 1 HP though, so that's a little scary. We have something spawning here. Okay, we have a lot going on. Luckily, you're just attacking the tank, and that doesn't really hurt me that much. I mean, it does 3 damage, but you're attacking a building for 3. You're attacking a building for 1. Another kind of unfortunate thing is our movement is quite limited. Like, our punching mech can't actually reach anything on this turn. It can block a spawn, which is it's because of this. I'm pretty sure it's just because of this water block. Right? No, he can stand in water. I'm pretty sure we're just aligned in a way that I can't get past a lot of these guys, which is really unfortunate. What's also unfortunate is, like, I could just go here and shoot this guy. Actually, he has 2 HP, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I think that'll take care of Tank Mech. And then this guy's attacking where Tank Mech was, so we don't really need to worry about him too much. The question is, do you freeze this guy or this guy? Because either way, this guy is attacking, he's the laser beam bot, so he's attacking right in front of him, he's attacking the tank, and he's attacking the building, so he's attacking the building. And this guy attacks 3 spaces like this, so he's also attacking a building. Both of them are attacking buildings. We can only freeze one this turn. So we either need to push you, I think even if we push you back, your laser beam goes on infinitely. Let's see. Yes, it goes on infinitely, so it won't really matter if we push him back. So I think this guy's the guy we need to freeze. This guy only artilleries 3, so if we can push him 1 closer, which we can, but we'll take damage. If we can push him 1 closer, he'll attack 1, 2, 3 tiles, which we can move the tank, like I said. Let's get that done right now. We know we want to do that and murder this guy. Now I just want to take away fire. I set the snow on fire, of course. But that still leaves us with this guy. Like, I don't know how we take care of this guy, you know? Without murdering some boys. Because I can't punch these guys. I can't, like, this mech can't do anything without destroying some guys. So I think the best thing you can do is to just come sit on the spawn. And then, yeah, this guy's got his pickings about who he wants to murder. If I stand here, but either way, he's like, he's kind of got to come forward because he's in the line of fire here and he's in the line of fire there. I could shoot here. But then we end up murdering our own. Like, this is just a little too cramped back here. We could stand here. No, but then I get laser beamed. I don't really want that. This guy, he's always shooting infinitely. So I've decided that this guy's the guy that needs to get frozen. This guy's not attacking anything, so it's not a big deal. This guy's attacking a building for 3, which is just not allowed. We could drop a rock in front of him, and he'll hit the rock instead. Yeah, I think that's the best strategy. We're going to take 1 building damage. It's not the end of the world, in my humble opinion. So we'll land a rock here. Your shot's going to get blocked by a rock. You didn't get pushed for some reason, which is a little weird. I'm going to stand here and freeze you. You are now frozen. His attack has been canceled. So now this guy, like I said, is attacking a building for 1, but 1 damage isn't, you know, the worst thing that's ever happened to us. This guy's attacking nothing for 3. This guy's shooting a rock. I think that might be as minimal damage as we can accomplish on turn 1. So let's let them do the thing. Maybe we have 27% chance for resist. You know, it didn't happen, and we did lose a power grid, but not the worst thing. And we blocked a spawn, so at the end of the day, I think pretty successful. This guy's going to not move at all, which is actually great. That's less great. Yeah, there's some issues with what just happened. Now remember, these guys can be frozen. These guys can be frozen by ice. Or they can be unthawed, I should say. So for example, if I go stand here with my punching mech, and I punch him into his buddy to do 3 damage to him, and to get me off of, you know, death, it will do 3 damage to him. Which I think is good. In general, but it will unfreeze the laser mech, but the laser mech won't be able to do anything this turn, whereas this guy, I can freeze him instantly if I want to, and I think that I do. Let's just get it, you know, frozen, get everything figured out, and now we just have to deal with these 2 guys. So strategy 1, I think you come, you're gonna have to stand in fire, hopefully you don't burn. This mech is on fire, we'll take 1 damage every turn. Mechs can repair status. All right, what do you, no! 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 I wish you could see my face right now. I pressed... I think we just lost the whole campaign because of one misclick. I meant to click undo move and I didn't quite get there, and I clicked end turn, which left 3 mechs that hadn't moved, several buildings in damage's way, and I lost my combat mech. Can I undo the everything? Hello, can I abandon everything? If at all possible. I would like that to have never happened. Like, if I go main menu, does it be like, hey, you're a dirty cheater and you're still in the middle of this one? Okay. So there's like no way I can scum my way out of this one. We can save and quit. We can achievement options. Hello, please help. Well, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, like maybe the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Murder that guy. No more defense lab. I mean, maybe we can at least come out and still get the stuff, but I'm pretty sure this man is just dead. Like, I think we've lost our pilot, and we lost all of the upgrades, and we lost all of their reactor cores, and we lost everything. Which seems generally horrible to me. This guy can freeze somebody else, so, you know, just get over here and freeze this guy, I suppose. That way I don't have to worry about him, and, you're attacking nothing, so it's not that big a deal to me. I'll drop a rock on you, murder you, push you. You didn't get pushed for some reason. Maybe you'll just save stuff, like you'll block the spawn forever, maybe. Or are they gonna emerge through the dead corpse of my guy? No, at least my guy's, you know, making his life worthwhile in the afterlife. So I really need that to have not happened. I mean, we got the time pod. Maybe we'll get a good pilot. Dude, that sucks. That is killed in action. Yep. Literally, probably the entire campaign ruined due to one misclick. All I wanted to do was undo the move because I moved my guy into the fire, and I was like, well, maybe I can move him in a spot that isn't in the fire. And then I clicked end turn, and everything went to shit. We did get a new pilot, extra mech reactor, +3 move on the first turn of every mission. I'm not happy. I think our punching mech was like the best mech we had, and I hope we don't lose his reactor cores like forever. Like maybe we can recover them from the hull of the body. But let's be honest, we weren't going to make it the entire campaign without losing somebody. Or the entire time we play this game, you know, without losing somebody. Now I would have rather we lost them in a way that was actually, you know, like I had no other choice and not just me being an absolute moron. But you know, things happen. All right, it's not understood. But we'll pretend it is. Alright, seismic activity. We still have to do the hardest mission. Cool. I have to replace the pilot. So you still do keep the reactor cores, which is nice. We'll give you a new pilot. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay. Man, what a mess. Okay, so we have an extra reactor core to install, and we have an extra reactor core to just use on you, which I guess I'll just use for move. Man, I don't think we want damage or that. Could move you more, and we could give you more HP. No, please. I think we want to give the tank more move or health. The enemies are starting to get pretty strong, so having more health might not be terrible, but we'll go with move for now. Do I have another reactor core to install? I didn't realize I had 2. Well, that was could do dash with 2. No, I think we're fine. I'll install on this guy and we'll do some health as well. There you go, boy. You're getting pretty stacked. That's all the reactor cores we have. Okay. Let's do the final mission. Let's pick up right where we left off, or at least attempt to, and let's just put that behind us. You know, mistakes happen, and unfortunately, there's an undo turn button, but when you lock the turn into place, there's no save my life button. It's like when you're playing Madden franchise mode, and you get down, you're like, you won every game all season, and then you get in the Super Bowl, and you're down like 50-0, and you're like, I'm just gonna save and quit, and pretend this game didn't happen and try to get, I won 90-0. That's what I was looking for. Pinnacle Tower is under attack. My analysis processor is unable to identify the species of the Vec threatening us. Caution is advised. Let's try to at least live this mission. Let's try to live. So we have to protect the corporate flower tower and destroy the Firefly leader, who can launch 2 goo projectiles in different directions. Good to know. Right here, right here, right here. And we have a shell scion off right off the bat. Good times. Okay. Let's be careful. The end turn button was the worst thing that's ever happened to us. Let's make sure it never happens again. You're shooting in 2 directions. So turn 1, what do? It's a real shame that you're doing that because building, you know, kind of a big deal, kind of an issue. What I think right off the bat is the best move is going to be to launch a rock on you, murder you, push you over here. You're then going to be shot by your own guy. Ooh, but that doesn't work because I actually want to get this guy off the spot. So we'll probably... Do you move, like, just theoretically, you do get pushed? Okay, so perhaps find a way against doing that, because I would like I think I'm just gonna punch this guy. You can move so far, my friend. I think I'm just gonna punch this guy. Oh, you have an extra 3 move on the first turn. Good grief, you're a mobile beast. Yeah, I like this. So we'll do this. We'll punch you. Oh, I don't have my +1 move after turn anymore. I was like, we're going to block a spawn with this as well, but we're actually not going to because we lost the move. You need to come right here and shoot this guy over here, so he's now attacking his own guy. And I was going to say we could drop a rock here, but then this guy gets pushed back, so they're still not online technically. I can shoot a rock and kill this guy, but then this guy gets pushed and he's no longer getting shot by his friend, and I would really like him to take 4 damage from his friend. Yeah, I'd really prefer him to take 4 damage from his friend, so I think what we'll do instead is you stay here and then maybe just plant a rock here, block the shot. Then this guy's gonna murder his own guy. Is there anything else we can do? I mean, I already just did the move. We could hit this guy for 3 with the rock, but then he's still alive. Nah, I like him murdering his friend. I think that's the best thing. We probably could have maybe handled this turn better, but I'm still a little bit frazzled from what happened prior. Okay, you murdered your guy, love it. You murdered a rock, love it. We do have 4 enemies on this turn. Little scary. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, some genuinely horrible things happening, but we will overcome. You have 3, you have 4, you're just attacking this guy, so that's not a huge deal. Man, if we had that +1 move, I was like, stand here, punch him, kill him, and do 1 damage to this guy, and then move on the spawn, but we don't have that anymore. You only have 2 HP, you're not a big deal. I could shoot you and kill you if I wanted to, but it's probably better to come here and shoot this guy. Actually, and by that I mean, like, come here, block a spawn, and then shoot this guy for 2, and now he's attacking nothing. He's not a big deal. It seems pretty easy to me. Like, this isn't that big a deal in terms of turns. I can come here and murder you and hit your friend, and then I can either murder you for 3 and kill you, or I can kill the big guy. The big guy only has 2 left, which means the tank can take him out, so let's get our max returns possible on this guy. And Ah, but that's going to push my own tank into a rock and hurt him. We could also drop a rock on this spawn and prevent somebody from spawning a turn. Or I could kill this guy. But he's not really doing anything that big a deal. Really wish my tank boy wasn't in harm's way. Let's, if we did this instead, we'd murder this guy, we'd push some rocks, set some stuff on fire. I think I'm fine with that. These guys can be kind of obnoxious, and they can block your path with those rocks. And so, like I said, this tank is pretty much on a direct line of sight with this guy, so that guy's definitely dead. This guy only has 3 HP, so I can probably easily kill him next turn, and then we're going to have 1 enemy to deal with, so that's good, at least. Pretty happy about that. Let's go ahead and end turn. This guy's going to tear up some mountains. Not a big deal to me. You're going to shoot nothing. Not a big deal. 1 enemy comes up. It's Acid Boy. Okay, so he just stays in the line of fire, which is great. You doing that is not great. You're attacking me. I was just going to shoot this guy and take him out, but I think it's actually better to shoot this guy. His attack has been canceled, and he is now blocking a spawn, as well as I am blocking a spawn. But then our mech can't really do anything. We can block yet another spawn, and then we can come here and murder the big guy. I was like, we could also push him, but why not just kill him? That guy is dead now. This guy is attacking a square with nothingness. He might turn it on. Yeah, he's going to set it on fire. Not a big deal, but this guy's going to take an extra damage. He'll have 2 left. This guy will have 3, and that'll be all we have to deal with on our final turn. Seems like a no-brainer to me. Man, I wish that last mission could have gone. I mean, the last mission could have gone like this one if I, knew how to click a button. Unfortunately, it turns out I don't. All right, pretty simple. Shoot you. You stand not in harm's way. You come here, and you'd celebrate the fact that you're alive, because last mission you weren't. And that's a successful final mission. Man. The misclick of the century is all I can say. We did get some corporate rep, which is nice. Man, we lost so much from one click. I hate that. Thousands of lives were saved today, and also lost in the last mission. I'm thankful for the time you have sacrificed to aid us. I mean, I appreciate it. Perfect island. Okay, I would disagree. There was a lack of perfection, if you ask me. You have saved Pinnacle by accomplishing objectives without fail. Allow me to provide additional aid. A cryo launcher. Freeze yourself and a target. Why would I want to be frozen? The answer is I would not, and I love my rock launcher, so no thanks. Silica. Mech can act twice if it does not move. So you're telling me I could shoot 2 rocks out per turn as long as I stay stationary? Sounds interesting. Or we can just do boring and get +2 power grid. I don't think it's necessary. On the next island, we'll get more back. I want silica. Silica sounds interesting. We also have reputation to spend. Let's see what we can spend it on. Explosive vents. Prime class weapon. Blast all adjacent tiles and push them back. Interesting. The brute class. Fly over a target, dropping an explosive smoke bomb. Nah, not interested. Raining death. A dangerous projectile that damages everything it passes. It also does 1 damage to me? Okay, I'm not doing that. Frost beam. Fire a beam that freezes everything in a line. Science class weapon. I don't have a science class mech. Now, I assume we could maybe buy it now and then not have to worry about it later. Oh, we can also repair grid power with this. So yeah, definitely don't want to do that. Do we want explosive vents? Will this take away my punching ability? Because I don't want that. Like, if I lose the ability to punch, that is bad, and I don't think that's very good. And we have to spend so much on... I don't think I'm going to get that. I can sell a pilot. Potentially. I can also... I've never used smoke bomb, I'll be honest. which I think I should more often. I don't know why I'm not using that more often. Maybe I'll remember that later. Give me 2 reactor cores and 2 grid power as well. I like that setup. And then let's figure out how we want to, differentiate some stuff here. Who do we want to put silica on? Can act twice if it doesn't move. I mean, you're probably the smartest to do it on. Experience, plus 2 XP bonus per kill. Extra move. Grid defense increased by 3. So it really doesn't matter who you're on. So yeah, I think silica makes the most sense here. And I would like you instead of... What's maneuverable? This pilot is a sentient machine and requires reactor core to activate special ability. What is maneuverable? Can move through enemy units. I mean, I like that, but... no, I think we'll put Ralph Carrison in. Do I want you to... No, I like you. Although, do I like you more than Henry Kwan? Maybe not. I think I'm going to swap you out for Henry Kwan. I like maneuverable, and you both have +1 mech reactor. And then we have 2 reactor cores to spend, so... And you just have 1 extra to spend in general. Double shot. Oh, but I have to... That's what the sentient was talking about. I have to pay to use it. That makes you less good, in my opinion. Not just having that naturally. I will install 1 more reactor core and we'll give it to you. Just to see, because it could come in handy. And then we have what? We lost, requires 2 power. We'll have to go ahead and do this because I definitely still want you to be doing 2 damage. Otherwise, I feel like that's a bad thing. And you're still pretty much where I need you to be. We'd like you to get dash eventually, but I think I have to buy this first. I don't really want dash, or damage, I should say. Okay, anyway. Colossal failure. Let's go ahead and leave the island. Achievement Sustainable Energy. By completing 3 islands, you've unlocked Detritus Disposal. In future games, you'll be able to visit unlocked islands in any order. Cool. So we have 1 more island to go to. We'll look at that next time. I mean, it's still a successful campaign, but I would have loved to be flawless through the entire thing. So the fact that that misclick occurred, I apologize for. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. I'm slowly but surely forgiving myself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen of PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you click the subscribe button and not the unsubscribe button. Don't misclick like me. Click it, and then click like, but don't click dislike, and then click comment, and then type a comment, and maybe the comment will be something along the lines of, you were really bad. You go ahead, I don't care, it's a comment, it's the indexes for keywords, and therefore I will get a higher rank. Go ahead, just leave me a comment. Anyway, see you guys next time.